No words to describe what happened last night. 7-0. That's all you need to know. If you didn't watch the game, you're probably better off not watching it unless you're a Barcelona fan. It was 7-0 Barcelona. Celtic obviously taking a trip out to the Nou Camp to take them on in our first Champions League group stage match. Not the result we were hoping to come back with. Nah, I was pretty content with the fact we were going to come back from Barcelona with a loss. That was quite obvious. I thought we were going to come back with a loss. I had faith that we could go and do something, but realistically, I knew we weren't going to come back with a point. But I just didn't expect 7 goals. 7 goals not shared between us. It wasn't 6-1 or 5-2 or 4-3. It was 7-0 Barcelona, and I missed penalty into the bargain. Completely unfortunate. I mean, you can't do much. I missed penalty. It happens every now and then. I don't think there's any need for abusing Moussa Dembele for missing a penalty. I mean, just think of the nerves on the poor lad when he was taking it. But I'm really surprised that we got beat 7-0. But Barcelona are just out of this world. They're another class. They're more than just a football team. It is like super galactic, unnatural footballers that they are. Especially that top three, that trident they call them. MSN, Messi, Neymar and Suarez. Just 3 out of this world players. They're fantastic. And I mean, Celtic just couldn't handle them last night. I think the tactic change that Celtic played wasn't the smartest ideas. I could see where Brendan Rodgers was coming from, putting 5 at the back to try and shut down those Barcelona attacks led by the MSN. We had 5 at the back. We had Gamboa, who was making his debut against Barcelona at the Nou Camp, which was a shock. We had Lustig, Toure and Saviatchenko in the middle, and then Tierney over on the left, who I must say didn't have the best of nights, Kieran Tierney. And then we had 4 in the middle and 1 up front. I was shocked that we played 5 at the back. I thought it would have been a bit better than what 4 in the back would have done, but now looking at it, I think the tactic change didn't help whatsoever. Well, obviously, well, not think, it was quite clear that it didn't work whatsoever, but I think we should have just stuck with our normal formation. We could have conceded more goals, who knows if we only had 4 at the back, but I think we'd have had a better chance of keeping the ball because we wasted the possession so many times. When we got the ball out of the defence, there was so little options to pass it to. Dembele is tightly marked by the 2 centre-backs. We couldn't get the ball to him when we did. It just got sent right back up the field by Barcelona. And whenever Brown got the ball, or the other 2 central midfielders that were on the park, the other one, Beton, they couldn't find a pass, and we gave it right back to Barcelona every time. Barcelona are just incredible. I mean, there's not much we could have done. They're just fantastic at defending, attacking, everything. They're the jack of all trades. They can do anything and everything. And Celtic just couldn't handle them last night. And I mean, conceding inside 3 minutes was, it was awful. I mean, watching that go in 3 minutes into the game, you know, it's hard to watch. Sitting there on my head, my hands like, oh Christ, here we go. And then it wasn't long after they went up 2-0. But we missed the penalty when we were 1-0 down. If we scored that penalty, I don't think it would have changed much. Barcelona would have still went and won the game, but it would have drained a lot of momentum, a hell of a lot of momentum out of Barcelona. It could have changed the first half entirely. Because as soon as we missed that penalty, they went up the park and scored. They went up, made 2-0. I think it was like a minute after the penalty was missed, maybe even less than a minute. They went up and scored, made it 2-0, and going into half time, they were 2-0 up. You know, I'm thinking, like, 2-0, that's not bad. I'll happily walk away with a loss that is not more than 4 goals. They went and scored a free kick not long after half time, so that was 3. And the 4th one came. Then 5th. And then Suarez scored a screamer, and to just finish us off 7th. I was hoping Barcelona had a little bit of mercy in them, a little bit of, you know, sympathy. Sympathy? Yeah, sympathy. I think I was confusing sympathy with symphony. I was hoping they'd show a little bit of mercy and stop after they scored 4 or 5, but no, they kept going, and the defence just went in a shambles. We couldn't deal with it. It was done. We just stopped trying. Doris de Vries getting a lot of stick. A lot of people thinking that Gordon should get his place back. In the first place, I don't think Gordon should have been dropped. De Vries, yeah, he's quite good. Gordon made a couple of blunders before we signed De Vries, but I still think Gordon is our best keeper, and he should have started last night. These are players. We played De Vries, who's never played a Champions League game before, in my recollection anyway. I don't think he's ever played a Champions League game before. Gordon, I don't think he's played a Champions League game, but he's played European football for the past 2 seasons, so he knows what's like expected of him. I don't think we can solely blame De Vries though for conceding 7 goals. The defensive efforts were shocking. The only decent defender on the park last night, I think, was Saviatchenko. Saviatchenko done a fantastic job at intercepting when he could and putting in tackles. I thought Saviatchenko was probably our best player in the park because no one else turned up. I don't think it's the fact actually that they never turned up, it's just the fact we're playing Barcelona. When it comes to Parkhead, you know, I'm hoping that it doesn't happen. At Parkhead, though, once again, I'm not expecting us to go out and to demolish Barcelona. Maybe, I don't know if we can even get the win, but we'll sure as hell give them a better match, I think. But I think there's a lot of things to reevaluate going into that match, like what formation to play and who plays, who starts, does Gordon go in goals, just so we can give them a better game. Because if we get beat about 7-0 at Parkhead, I've paid £75 for 3 of my European Cup tickets. And if we get beat 7-0 off of them, Man City and Gladbach, I'll be gutted. But I think we'll be able to give them a better game at Parkhead. I think last night, you know, it was just nothing we could do about it. As I said, Barcelona just absolutely out of this world. Honestly, as embarrassing as the scoreline is, a 7-0 to Barcelona isn't as bad as what it would be if it was Mönchengladbach. So I'm taking that positive away from it. I'm taking that it wasn't Gladbach beat 7-0, and we can always say it was Barcelona beat 7-0. But I think the next game we play is vital. It's Man City at home. We need to do our best to get the 3 points, even a point, and we need to hope Gladbach start dropping goals and on their goal difference tally and losing points, because the other team are going to be challenging for third place. So we need them to drop points as well. But that's it for this video, guys. If I was to give an honest review of the game, suicidal. Watching the game was suicidal. I stuck on to the 90th minute. I really should have gave up after we conceded 4 or 5, but the loyalist I am, I stayed on to the end, which was probably a bad decision. But if you guys have enjoyed the video, make sure to hit like, subscribe. Once again, just rambling on a lot of shite, so people will disagree, and if you disagree, then let me know. But guys, until next time, it's been Ramble 18, and I'll see you all